going to talk about energy, and I'm going to talk about energy in a sense now here today. Um, so, like for me, my energy's been a bit on a scale going up and down today. You feel it go up and down. Some of that's to do with my own energy frequencies. That's to do with some of my own energy. Some of that's to do with the frequencies that I've remained in through my thoughts and through my feelings. And it's about sort of like shifting, dissolving that. And again today I've had like the first thing I've been talking about is dissolving. I've done a bit of like channeling today, only a tiny little bit. I've only written a few lines, but I feel the energy shift straight away when I sort of like get involved in that. I always have done for a long time is written like on a piece of paper or something, or like on a computer, and I feel like that's always there. That flow is always there from that infinite sort of source and that infinite wisdom, and as that comes in, it shifts my energy. But the first thing I've had today is like dissolving, and the first thing that's come in is I've had like a phoenix, and the phoenix is obviously going through cycles, but it's like rebirth and it's higher energies, and that fire dissolves and purifies everything. And fire is such an amazing sort of tool of growth and rebirth, and sort of like as it sort of like it brings like fertility and stuff like that. It's very much around that at this time. It's like about nurturing, it's about growing, it's about opening. It's we become these seeds and we start to open up to like the universal source, and we start to become like these flowers of the soul, which I've talked about before. We're all like, I started writing a book around that, which is like the flower of the soul, which is a symbolic of like the soul opening up to the universal energy, and it's very much around that at the moment that we're opening and growing. But these frequencies are so important because they're very subtle that are coming in, these higher frequencies. That flame, that fire that I've been given is like a source energy, and it connects straight in. And as soon as you sit in it, everything opens up. It's like when I sit in that source energy, everything dissolves. I become light, I become energy. All my chakras, all my energy centers open up. My heart chakra opens up, and I'm aligned straight away with that source energy. So that's why that was given to me. It's a tool. When my energies go down or my energies are lowering, it purifies, it dissolves, and it realigns to bring back into balance and harmony. And that's so important at the moment. Balance and harmony is so important in this time, this age, at the moment, with life and everything that's going on. The angelic energies are around us. They're here all the time at the moment, supporting us. I've been seeing that over the last few days. I've been seeing this. I've had in my mind's eye a massive, huge clear quartz pillar where like goes up into a point in a triangle. So it's stretching right up, but obviously anything clear quartz again is purification. It brings higher frequency, it brings healing, it brings it opens up to like the universal source, so it brings in like wisdom, intuition, insight, and it just opens up to those higher frequencies. The white energy as well, or the white colour of the clear quartz is something that is a conductor of all those different frequencies, all those different colours. White was also that like such a purified colour, but it also absorbs all those different energies and those different colours as well, spectrums. And obviously light can go through it, it can split into these different colours as well. So in that way, it's sort of like it sort of like it sends out all those different frequencies as well. So it's this great conductor, and this is why clear quartz is so good. And again, selenite is such a good crystal at the moment, which is needed. Everybody talks about it, but selenite helps to sort of like clear your energy, clear your aura. It helps bring balance, peace, serenity, all those things that are needed right at the moment, and we very much need to connect into that. So I'm definitely being drawn to higher frequency colours. I mean, high frequency crystals like Super 7, Auralite 23, these kind of higher sort of like crystals and higher frequencies that I've been told I've been sort of like directed to. Crystals are a great way. I don't go anywhere without them. Like I said, I got my Larimar here for about inner peace, speaking your truth. It's also the Atlantis crystals that I feel is very much around connected to those higher frequencies. Atlanteans used in their times and in that spiritual age, it was all about crystals. Everything was created for energy fields, and this is what I feel like we're very much talking about now, but in a different way. And it was called the Golden Age. And again, the source is like this golden energy, this golden light that brings all this infinite wisdom, this infinite healing. It's also gold is symbolic of like alchemy, so it's about co-creation, it's about using spiritual gifts. There's loads of things to this when you start to look into it. When you start to read and feel these signs and feel these energies, things start to shift. Again, I know what I'm talking about is making sense because my crown chakra's going, my third eye's going, so I know there's information and there's energy coming through it as I start to connect into that. My throat chakra's going now as well, so there's communication coming through as well. And this is the things that you need to start sort of connecting with. You know, the energy centers within your body, the energy frequencies within you as a you know, we're all sort of like channels of that energy, and it's about opening up to it. Again, I still see this fire, and this fire is sort of like very much around, like I said, rebirth, purification. It helps nurture, so it makes things fertile, so you can start to grow and bring new growths, new springs are coming up as well. I see like little seeds coming up, so I know that's what's coming. But it's very much around a time of where we need to do this. We need to purify. People need to be aware as well of when energy's remaining in your own energy field. When it's stagnant, are you feeling heavy? Are you feeling mentally drained? Are you feeling emotionally drained? Are you feeling energetically drained? There could be energy state within you, so you need to clear your channel out. Start looking at things like, you know, in the chakras they talk about the spine and as the energy sort of channel within the body, which the chakras are connected to. Imagine the energy of the spine opening up and allowing that flow of universe energy to come down through your spine to open up your energy and see it flow through you. Everything's about flow. It's about sort of opening up to that universe. It's about no separation. When we remain in the third dimension, we remain very much in the ego, materialism, and you know, when we start to remain in that, you know, the political systems, the chaos, anger, all those kind of things, the lower emotions, we very much feel disconnected. And this is what this time's about. It's being reconnected and realigned. So this is why I was given again this fire, this like source energy that comes to me. It goes through my energy, it opens it up, it aligns it, it dissolves everything, so you're reconnected again to that higher energy, that source. And this is what this time's about. It's moving from that third dimension to the fourth and fifth, which I keep talking about. And it's very much around this today. As I'm starting to talk about this now, I know the energy is coming to me because my hands, like my minor chakras in my hands, are now vibrating, and I can feel the warmth, I can feel an energy ball in there. So I know the universe is flowing through me. And these are the kinds of senses and sensations that, as a spiritual beings, you start to pick up on. As an energetic channel, you start to connect to it. So it's about starting to recognize those signs and those symbols and start to really connect into it. Also, my ears, I've just felt like my ears have just been cleared, so I know that there's like they're opening up my energy to receive some insights, some information, because my ears are cleared and things like that. So it's starting to learn, and this is what people do when they go to like circles. They start to recognise, you know, they recognise the signs of when with an energy's with them, when they're starting to feel like their channel's opened up, and when they start to feel it. And you'll know as well, because your state of frequency or energy feels very different. It's like when I'm in this state now, I feel very energetic, I feel infinite, I've got infinite energy, but I also dissolve. My physical body feels like it dissolves, it just becomes an energy. So I know when I'm in this state, this is a higher frequency, it's a higher state of being, and this is what this time's about. It's about being states of being, higher states of being, and it's about sort of like removing, decluttering, things that don't serve you anymore. I've talked about this many times before, but this is part of the shift. This is part of the ascension. This is how we start to move to those more spiritual sort of frequency, and how we live more spiritually. We have to align every day. So meditate, or go for a mindful walk. Go and sit in nature. Go and sit next to a stream. Go next to the sea. Feel the air. If you're near the sea and you're fortunate enough, go and sit next to the sea. Listen to the waves, feel the power of the ocean, of the energy of the ocean, and you will be then starting to connect to that infinite source, that frequency of source, which is what aligns us. You know, listen to the birds singing; they take you into that sacred space where you align again. It's about using all those tools. Everything is around you. Everything you need is around you, and everything is there. And you, as a spiritual being, have the insight, have the knowledge, have the wisdom to understand how to connect, how to reconnect. Use your intuition. Start to spend time with yourself. Start to connect to your higher your true self, and start to sit into that, which is your energetic self. The physical self of you is only like a reflection here, but it's not your true self. You're only walking in this body while you're here. So it's about trying to really connect into that, and this is what I feel. And you feel your energy will open up. You will feel in a different state of being. You're feeling in a different state of consciousness, and this is what this time's about, and this is what we need to do. That's the message